Welcome you guys. This is Yongnuo 35mm which I bought a couple of days back, and tomorrow I'm returning it. Why? Let's see in this video. This is Yongnuo 35mm f2. So it's a great lens, small form factor, great background blur, sharp images if you could focus with that lens. That's why I'm returning it. Oh, that wasn't the real lens. Here it is. Yongnuo 35mm, a small compact form factor. It seems very similar to the Canon's 50mm. So if you don't know, I had this Canon 1500D, which is a great photography camera. Not good in videos, but can be managed. So I bought this with kit lens 1855. Then I purchased this 55-50. I have purchased the second hand, and now when I had zoom lens, a kit lens, now I was looking for a prime lens. So I was confused between 50mm and 35mm. This is a crop sensor body, APS-C sensor body, which makes the lens, the focal length of the lens, 1.6 times to the value. So this 35mm would eventually become around 56mm, and if I buy 50mm it will be around 80mm something. You might have seen many photographers recommend 50mm lens. Reason, it is very similar to the human eye, what we see, not in this perspective of width, but in perspective of the distortion or the overall structure of the image. And it is cheap compared to the other prime lenses. This Yongnuo lens was in the equal price range to the 50mm. So I thought, let's find out, let's see, even though it's not as fast as 50mm because it's f1.8 and this is 35mm f2. It is good, quality looks okayish, as good as my kit lens. It's little wobbly, I don't know if you can, little wobbly, and its autofocus system sucks, literally. So the issue that I face, the reason why I am returning this is, if you focus on point A, let's suppose if I am trying to focus here on the name Yongnuo, it will the final output would be focused somewhere behind this Yongnuo name, so it will focus around something like this. So it's not exactly giving me where I want to focus. So that's might seem like a small issue, but since it's a new lens, I could buy the 50mm with the same price. So this is Yongnuo 35mm on Canon 1500D. Looks like it is a small form factor, so it wouldn't look too big on your camera, but yeah, it will sound something like this while focusing. It is not very convincing focus, and also because it is focusing a few centimeters before the point you wanted it to. So if you're taking portraits, your portraits might not look very sharp because the focus plane is not exactly on the portrait, it's just few centimeters ahead of the portrait. So I am using at f2, that's what I wanted it to use, but if you use around f2.8, or 3, aperture 3, then that should not be a problem. But if you want a fast lens and which can focus fast and take a sharp photos at the same time, then I guess 50mm should be the right option and not this one. And in some higher end cameras or full frame camera bodies, you have this option to calibrate the lens, but here in my camera body, we don't have that, so there's no reason to keep it. Also, this has a metal mount. That's a good thing. Both my kit lens doesn't have that, so that was a good thing. But it's not focusing. It's the main thing that you want. Like, that's what you buy it for. You cannot always rely on the manual focus. Kit lens is giving me sharper results and focusing on the point where I wanted to, rather than this one. So I am returning this. So thanks for watching.